Do you have days when you're at work or maybe hanging out with friends or family and you start to look around and maybe think that all the people around you are beneath you? Maybe they're not doing as well. Maybe they're not acting the way you want them to act. Maybe they're not performing the way you want them to perform. Well, I want to let you in on a little secret here, and I'm sure this is going to hurt some of your feelings out there, but you might need to take a good hard look at yourself. Because a lot of times when you start looking down on other people, a lot of times there's issues with yourself that need to be fixed. And so today, I want to talk about some ideas that may help you fix yourself so that way you can improve the people, or at least the way you see people around you. So let's get started. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Empire Your Life. And on today's episode, we are going to jump into a very hard topic for some people to swallow, but we're going to need to take an inside look at ourselves and actually look at the problems that we have within that we tend to project on other people and think that they have issues or they're beneath us or they're not doing the things the way we see they should be doing it. And so before we jump into that though, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Give me a big old thumbs up. Let me know you like this video. And always give me some comments. Let me know what you think about this video. Maybe give me some ideas of future videos that you'd want to see, whether it's in real estate or personal development, whatever it might be. I want to help you and continue to give you more great content just like this to continue to grow your business and your personal life while finding that balance at the same time. And so jumping into today's topic here, we need to focus on ourselves. That's right. So first thing we need to think about is stop looking at other people and saying, hey, this person has a problem and this is how we should fix the problem. Or this person is not making enough money and this is what they should be doing. This person isn't acting the way I want them to act when we're around other people. This is what they should be doing. Well, we need to take a good hard look at ourselves and stop focusing on everybody else's problems, because face it, we all have problems and we all have problems that we need to fix. But you need to start with yourself. If you're projecting your problems on other people, you never solve the problems within yourself. And what you'll find is that if you never solve those problems, you're going to attract other people that basically have those problems, because let's face it, whatever you think about and you dwell on, typically that's what you're going to bring into your life like a magnet. And so you need to start to change the things in your personal life. Focus on your own problems and stop directing them toward other people and saying, you got to fix this, you got to fix that. Worry about yourself. Write down, figure out what your problems are, areas that you need to improve on, and you'll start to notice a huge difference in, your own personal well-being of how you're able to make achievements and improve on your own problems. But you'll start to notice other people and realize that, hey, they didn't really have a problem. It was really my problem. They're really doing great for where they're at in their life. That was my problem. They're really acting just fine. That was my problem for judging how they were acting. And so we really got to take a step back and focus on your own problems, and you'll see that everything around you isn't that bad, and the people around you are actually doing better than the way you're viewing them a lot of times. All right, so the next part I want to talk about here is, not just focusing on your own problems, and fixing your problems, but I also want you to get in the habit of setting higher goals and expectations for yourself. That's right. I don't want you to get up and just say, hey, I'm going to run 5 feet today and that's it. That's my workout for the day. No, I want you to set high goals and say, hey, I'm going to run a mile. I'm going to run 5 miles. I'm going to run a marathon today. Increase your expectations for yourself of what you're capable of doing, because I guarantee, as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as career-driven people, as just anybody in this world, you are capable of so much more than you think is possible. You just have to set those goals and expectations high enough in order to give you that drive to have something to push forward to. And you'll start to see this where you set these higher goals and expectations. And as you do this, you'll notice the people around you, again, like a magnet, start to absorb that motivation and those positive vibes. And they also want to set higher goals and higher expectations for themselves. And so guess what happens is not only do you lift up yourself now, you've solved your problems, you're facing your problems, you're setting higher goals and expectations, you're raising yourself to a new level, but the people around you are starting to raise with you. And it's sort of like when the water's raised, all the boats start to raise together, and that's what you want. You want to bring up other people with you, and by doing that, you're going to realize, hey, the people around me that I thought had all these problems don't really have the problems that I thought they had. So a lot of it was just myself projecting, and by me increasing my own expectations and goals and getting to a new level, those people are doing the same thing as well. My friends, my family, my coworkers, business people that I deal with every single day, we all start to get better together, and it improves the circle of influence in the people that we deal with on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, whatever it might be, so we can all get to a new level together as we're building our empire. And that is just so important that we do that together to where we can all get to higher goals. And now look, I'll tell you, the people around you, a lot of times, again, it is your problems that you need to face in order to stop projecting those problems on other people. A lot of times you just need to raise those expectations like we talked about. But sometimes you do get to the point that, maybe there are people in your life that, just aren't cutting it. They aren't, getting that, they need to do certain things to, either grow their business, advance their career, maybe get ahead in life. And, maybe you've faced your own problems, you've set high expectations and goals, and you seem to be sort of leaving those people behind to where, you've tried helping them, but they just don't want to come along for the ride. And look, face it, you are going to have some of those people that do that, and try your best to bring them along with you and to rise all those ships up together. But at some point, you do need to start to determine the people that you want to associate yourself with. And so after a while, not saying you have to look down on those people, but if you're not jiving together and they're on a different mission, a different goal, and they're happy where they're at, and they do not want to set higher goals and expectations of where they're at, then you do what you have to do. You may have to cut some people out of your life, and for you to focus on people that are more positive, goal-oriented, wanting to have those higher expectations and goals, and wanting to focus on their own personal problems and not project on other people. And you will all do better together. And so I just, I make that a goal for myself every single day to try and be a better person. And, again, I have so many problems and things that I have to work on in my business, my personal life as well. So you are not alone in this, my friend. We are all together in the same boat. And so, but if we help each other, we face our own problems, we set higher goals and expectations, and start to determine maybe the people we associate with, if they're not willing to ride the wave with us and go higher, you may need to make some cuts in your relationships in order to put yourself in the right circle of people to get to where you want to get to. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it, and I hope you go out there, face those problems, raise those goals, associate yourself with the people with similar goals and mindsets to what you're trying to accomplish. And if you can do all this, I guarantee that you'll get out there and you will build an empire. Hey, I hope you enjoyed all of this great content here, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below to become a part of this great community. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, look over to the side here, because they're exactly what you need to see next to continue to build your empire.